Let's have breakfast. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day.
Having a fun night, I see.
You have a very exotic taste, Mr. Horny Man.
No, don't call me that. But anyway, you guys have breakfast yet?
By this time, Cass kind of go down the stairs as well to join you guys. And jeez, Mosey, could you please just keep it down at night?
When you're playing with, 3 players, it's kind of hard.
I will elbow Geraximus and say, look at them. Very young, very pectorally active.
Grandpa, I'm not that old, Grandpa. I know I'm at my 30, but I'm still sexually active.
What?
I'm not.
No, I'm saying pectorally active. They do push-ups at night. He's like exercising all night.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Get that head out of the gutter, young kid.
Wow.
All right then.
Morning, guys.
Oh, good morning, Betty. Come sit down.
What the fuck was Betty?
Very. Grams, what do you think all of our names are?
The entrance of the inn suddenly slams open, catching the attention of all of you. It's Ravel. He walks in.
You okay, kid?
You're all here. Hello, good morning, everyone.
That was quite an entrance. What's the rush?
No, I wasn't expecting everyone to be here. It's just, out of habit.
That's very sus, Ravel. That is very sus.
Ravel sus.
I woke up really early and no one has woken up, and I ended up just praying by myself outside.
Alright, have some breakfast, kid. On that note, don't know about you guys, but I'm kinda running low on gold again. Any rumors of any job, guys?
Maybe we should build connection from this village first, huh?
Yeah, that I agree.
I mean, Jennifer said that her husband was the village chief or something like that. Maybe he got some connection.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to, let's go.
I still need to figure out what this thing does, and I just whip out the weird wand with the blue liquid thingy.
Mr. or Mrs. Innkeeper. Hello.
Yes,
A friend of mine got this a very fancy wand. Do you know where we can have it checked or have it identified?
actually, we do have one wizard in the village. He lives in a small tower a few blocks to the right of the inn.
Does he have a name?
His name is Mr. Banu Bana.
Okay, yeah, I guess while you guys visiting the chief, I will talk with this Mr. Banana.
You know what? I'll come with you. Don't go alone. It's dangerous. Take this. And I offer my hand.
Sure. I just reluctantly put my hand.
I will start skipping.
Oh,
Up,
God,
up,
it's
up.
why does it feel so weird?
Five minutes go by and you're almost at the edge of town until suddenly you see like this small group of people encircling like something in the middle. And as you get closer, you see that there are a bunch of boys about the ages of 8 to 13 years old. One of them is actually Ricky. They're like kicking like this object in the middle. Cass, as soon as you look down, wait a minute, that's not a ball. I think that's a girl.
Oh shit, I'm gonna break that up. Hey, what's going on here? Come on now.
I wanna run to Ricky and kick him.
What?
No, Maru, I kick Maru out of the way. Maru, don't make this any worse. Hey, break it up, guys. What the fuck is going on here? Oh shit, I cursed. Okay, what is going on here?
And you can see Mozzie not only holding back the kids, but also holding back Maru from like unleashing destruction.
Alright, I'm gonna help the little girl out. Are you okay?
As you look down, you see like her head is just entirely bruised. On her forehead, you see just like a huge bump starting to form. Her lower teeth is like bleeding out. Her eyes are just semi-conscious, and beneath the eyelids are like two beautiful purple eyes. She has this short black hair, semi-roundish face throughout her entire dress, there are parts where it's just torn apart, completely damaged from all the beatings that she took.
Oh shit. Alright, listen here, kid. You're going to be fine, okay? You're going to be fine. And I cast Healing Word on her.
You see Ricky, who is currently being pulled aside by your other party members. From a distance, he just spits at her like.
Yeah, I try to cast that spit.
With your instincts, you just like intercept and like catch it between your palms as you look right down at the boy.
Why are you spitting at her?
Look at her, she's a monster.
Whoa. Hold on there, buddy. I mean, come on.
I'm stepping one step closer.
As you step one step closer, you see the anger in the eyes of the kid suddenly, for a brief moment, turn into complete fear when he realizes that he's showing his emotions. He's trying to act tough again. He kind of steps back a bit.
Now you're scared, huh? Now you're scared.
They look at each other and they're like, they all just scram, they all just run away. Ricky, being the last one there, he looks, all his friends are gone, and just runs away. As you try to tend to her wounds, you kind of open the lower lip a bit, and you see 2 tusks, and all of her teeth are just sharp. At this moment, you hear a shout in the distance.
Maria! No! Maria!
You turn back to see the figure of a woman, blonde hair braided to the side. For a moment, it seems as though time has considerably slowed down. As she takes a step closer to you, you see her 2 beautiful yellow eyes contrasted against her white, smooth skin. Taking another step, you see her small, elegant nose and her small, delicate mouth.
I immediately try to take the child from Draximus, so it looks like I'm the one who carrying it.
With every step she takes, her features more prominent, your heart beating faster.
Mosi, are you okay? Hey, are you okay? Mosi, are you? Maria, are you okay? Oh my god, how did this happen? Who did this to you? Who did this to her?
Oh. I hope she's okay though. I try to heal her.
She shifts her gaze from her little sister up and meets your eyes. There's a pause. Then she just like lunges forward and hugs you.
Okay.
When she doesn't smile, she looks perfectly like a normal human being. You just can't believe how anyone would even antagonize someone like her.
You look so beautiful.
Thank you, little child. You look very beautiful too.
And then she kind of blushes. She goes side to side and she's like,
No one ever called me that before.
and then she's just blushing.
I hope that one day I can be as beautiful as you.
Oh, beauty is it's not permanent, It's better to be beautiful right here, and I kind of point to her chest rather than being beautiful on the outside.
I don't know if I have a beautiful heart, but I think all of you guys do.
She looks up to you again and says,
You guys saved me. No one has ever done that before.
At this moment, Grandpa and Marlo, you've been walking for a good 10 to 15 minutes until you suddenly see this peculiar looking hut. Not that big in width, but it is taller than most of the buildings here. Whereas other buildings are only 1 story tall, this is a good 3.5 stories tall, especially with the elongated roof that is in the shape of a cone.
Oh, I think that's the place.
Must be our destination.
Mr. Bananas? That's his name, right?
What?
Hello?
Who's there?
I'm Arlo and this is Grandpa Reggie. We're here to ask you about some magic item stuff.
You seek the power of Mr. Banubana?
Oh, of course. Wow, you're talking my language actually. Hello.
Wait,
Oh man,
how old are you?
surrounded by old people.
I'm 71.
Oh my god, I'm 72.
Wait, what? What? Really?
Yes. Oh my god.
We are friends.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
no.
I'm so excited, Arlo.
It's so hard to
Oh
meet friends
my-
our age.
I know. You know, at this point, every old person knows every old person. Because if they don't, they're dead.
Yeah. Very funny. Yeah. Yeah. Woo. That's a joke. Yes.
Wait, your name is Banu Bana, right?
Yes.
I remember your name.
Wait, what is your name?
I'm Reggie.
Reginald?
Wait, how did you know my name?
Oh.
We went to primary school together, remember me?
Wait, no way. The National High School #1?
Yes!
Oh my god, what? Just start crying.
Wow. This nursery home is sure really something.
Reginald, is that really you?
Yeah, and I bring my grandson.
Yeah. Hi, Mr. Bananas.
No, Banu Bana. You respect that old man's name, alright?
Yeah, I'm sorry for being rude.
Oh, come in, have some tea.
Oh, I'd like some tea. You want some tea, Arlo?
Sure. I could have some tea.
Reginald, do you remember that tea that was used to be served in the canteen?
Yeah. The sweet tea?
I finally had the ability to replicate it.
No way. It was so expensive. Oh my god.
Here, give it a try.
Oh, yes. I'll take a sip. Even you got the bitterness right. Oh my god. It's been 60 years. That is awesome.
You guys are old.
He kind of takes out this this small little book, although it's a bit blurry. Arlo, you can make it out to be your book of, and then it just like covered in dust. Here it is. And he suddenly shows you like this picture of like just 2 rows of kids and like a teacher on each side. So that's me.
Points to a small little fat kid.
Oh yeah.
Shifts to the other side of the page. And that's you.
Oh, look at young me. Brings back memories. And memories bring back memories.
Oh my god, I love that song.
I know, right?
Grandpa, tell him about my wand.
All right.
We are here for the wand.
My dude, can you have a check at this one, please? We found it laying on the ground somewhere.
Picks up the wand. Oh, but dude, this looks epic.
Yeah.
Where did you get it?
I mean, we were like, dropped from somebody, and we yeeted it.
Totally, but dude, that's what happened.
That is exactly what happened.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let me check. Let me take a look at my with my machine, okay?
Go for it.
He takes out this like long tube. It's just like a giant cylinder. Here, this is my tube. Do you like my tube?
Oh boy. Oh, I have a tube like that like 45 years ago. Didn't know where it is, though.
Was this like an old man thing?
What?
What?
What did you
No.
say?
What did you say?
Nothing.
Okay, well,
Carry
let's have
on, my dude.
Okay.
let's work it, my dude.
Let's go, my dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, my dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Epic.
I'm gonna take that. Bloop. And then he just closed the lid. The base of the cylinder, there's like a few buttons. Boop. And as it scans, Banubana's eyes just like follow the line of the scan, and so does Grams. And you're just there, Arlo. Yeah, what the fuck is happening?
Can I have some of that tea again? I think I need to sit down a bit.
Okay. Here you go. He gives you a cup of the tea.
Thanks. I was excited. Ooh, ecstatic. My dudes.
It tastes like shit.
Do you really drink this back in the day, Grandpa?
Well, best of the best. 70-year-old tea.
70? Whoa.
Yeah, it had no expiry date, so we assume what has no expiry date cannot be expired.
The wand, is it like?
Oh
ready?
yes. He takes it out, and this is a wand of.
The what? I don't. Can you like speak louder a bit, Mr. Bana?
It's the wand of. That does. Do you get it now?
Not really.
You are not saying that this is the one of that does right?
What?
Yes, it is the wand of. Yeah.
No way, dude.
Just like a
What?
an old people speech.
Dude, the world is ending, my dude.
What? What? What's? Wait, what?
Upgraded to solid state drive.
Yeah. Yeah. Woo. That's funny, dudes. Yeah.
You remember those things that we had in the past?
It's been 40 years. Oh, it's good. Feels good, man. Very epic.
Hey, I think our friends is waiting for us, Grandpa.
Are they? All right. Well, I'm gonna visit you around, okay? Don't move anywhere, cause that bag of yours, it's gonna crumble.
Well,
Yeah.
you better tell that grandson of yours the effects of the wand before that hard drive fails you.
Before he needs to upgrade his memory.
Okay, Grandpa. Let's go.
Actually, one more thing, Reginald. Yeah, I've been trying to test out my new magic item on a friend this past few years.
Magic item?
But guess what? All my other friends are dead.
They're dead.
Come on, it'll take 5 seconds.
5 seconds? Hit me.
Grandpa, our friends are waiting.
Blue light just like radiating out of the windows, and all of the clouds suddenly gather within 2 seconds and then disperse another 2 seconds.
Whoa! I hope they're dead. Grandpa? You there? Yeah, I think he's dead. We're just,
Hey guys, thank you so much for watching episode 3. I hope you really enjoyed it. I hope you also really enjoyed the intro. Our music composer did a really phenomenal job. If you really enjoyed it, please share some love with him in the comment section down below. On that note, please comment, like, and freaking subscribe right now for new episodes every Friday. Dexsaved. We'll see you next week for episode 4.